7 ways to get motivated at work. It's not uncommon to feel uninspired or disconnected with your current work struggle. It can be difficult to maintain motivation and get through the day when you don't feel like you're learning anything new. It is a relief to learn that there's nothing wrong with you, and the lack of motivation is not from being lazy or from being a bad employee. It actually comes from not doing work that is stimulating or challenging. However, one major reservation as of late is the lack of motivation in the workplace. A survey revealed that only 13% of the workforce is actively engaged with their job. That's 1 out of 8 employees. The majority of the employees in this study were not engaged, and they lacked motivation and commitment to their work. 24% of respondents reported being unenthusiastic about their work and suggest it has a negative impact on their happiness. Every day, people go to work that they dislike. This can be detrimental to both their health and their work ethic. Happy employees translates into good employees. These are 7 tips for increasing your motivation when work is tough. Step 1. Find work that you like to do. 85% of people who are happy with their job say that doing work that interests them is the #1 factor motivating them. This does not mean you have to quit your job. You could simply ask your boss for a new project to get you excited again or shift to a different role at the same company for a bit of variety. Doing interesting and engaging work will keep you motivated, which is great. It doesn't need to be fulfilling, but it helps. Step 2. Make sure you get feedback from your boss or colleague. We often get too wrapped up in our daily tasks to understand the ways that we can improve. The areas where we are providing the most value are sometimes hard to see. Take the time to look for advice from an experienced colleague. Find out what you've done well so far and what to focus on in your future work. At any stage of your career, it's important to learn and grow. If you want help deciding on how to make yourself better for your next role, feedback is key. Ask the people you work with for constructive feedback on ways to grow in certain areas. Step 3. Learn a new skill. 1 out of 6 people are open to learning new skills today. So, what are you waiting for? Research a skill that's relevant to your current role and pitch it to your boss. It would be great if you can justify this request with real reasons too. Bosses are more likely to be willing to fund your training or allow you to use work time if it is something that might benefit them. They see any training as potential value added. You can also show an interest in doing this, and they might be less likely to try and divert you from that path into a different role. All of these benefits will come with no risk for your company. Step 4. Ask for a raise at work. Data suggests that one of the best ways to motivate employees is to provide them with a fair paycheck. If you can't stand your job, just getting a pay raise probably won't fix the issue. However, if your salary increased a while ago, and it's been a while since then, talk to your boss about it. Research the market values of different roles in your field. Remind your boss of key projects you've recently completed to show how valuable you are to the team. There's no guarantee that asking for a pay rise will be welcomed, but I doubt it would have any impact on your work in the long term. Step 5. Why do you do the work that you do? Regardless of what your goals are, remember that the drive to succeed is a driving factor in yourself. Achieving goals doesn't happen all at once, and failures will happen, but don't let them discourage you from doing your best. For most employees, especially millennials, doing work that's fulfilling is important. However, it might not be easy to find meaning in your daily tasks. So why is it that you do the work that you do? Find a way to remind yourself often how you are contributing to the greater good through your work. Step 6. Lose yourself in service. Some people feel disconnected from their job, and this can lead to an excessive focus on the me channel. One way to interrupt this is volunteering. I find that it helps me move forward with my life and feel less self-focused. This commitment can help you free areas of contraction in mind and can often connect you to your authentic self. Give if you want to receive. Step 7. We all need to take a break from work once in a while. Americans are not taking the vacation that they are entitled to, which is really problematic. In a study by Harvard College, 94% of workers who took a vacation felt like they had more energy when they came back to work. They should start using their vacation days more in order to improve their health and happiness in the long term. One study found that 55% of people who went on vacation had more energy when they came back to work. Plus, taking time off work can give your brain a chance to recalibrate and is linked with an increased productivity levels. Even the best of us get stuck in a rut, sometimes. I know that feeling of being unmotivated and bored with my work, but what matters most is getting out of it. But the important thing is knowing how to respond to these lulls without getting distracted. Finding your passion at work is crucial. It gives you the feeling of being connected to something bigger than yourself, while also knowing why you do what you do. Creating space for yourself includes taking time off like vacations or communicating with your boss to get a raise or change roles. If you find yourself in a career that doesn't suit you, learn to value your shortcomings as much as the skills you have. This early on, any feedback you get is valuable because it will make sure your skills match the needs of your job if you're willing to do the self-exploration required to leap. It's important that you give the world what you've got. If you're feeling unmotivated, then know that it's time for you to play bigger and find out who you really are. You've got this. We hope you enjoyed the video and can take something with you on your journey. If you want to see more videos like this, we hope you will subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for listening to us. Good luck.